If you're committed to doing that, I'm good with it. But right now, in all the highlights I see, is he keeps resorting to just tough floaters, like he'll shoot some off-balance floater. And again, 25% from three is scary wrong, right? You can't do it. You can't survive if you're going to play like that. You have to make them respect you from distance, because he's not a basket attacker just yet.
Right.
Because I don't see the killer mentality, like, if you better get out of my way, I'm going to dunk on you.
Well, Skip, you remember when Ja, now I'm not saying he's better than Ja Morant, but Ja, you know,
if you look, Ja's got killer in him.
He does. Oh. But if you look at from the three-point shot, Skip, you remember teams were backing off, and he would make the shot, and he would tell them, you better tell him who I am, you better recognize me.
Okay, whatever that thing is, that quality, I don't sense it in the ball kids yet. I don't know what happened to LaMelo. The middle one didn't have the gift. He didn't have quite the ability. But if LaMelo has any kind of hunger or desire to dominate, to get better, to work harder, that Jermaine Jackson, who's been sort of tutoring him and mentoring him and coaching him, training him, says that he does have it. Well, I got to see it manifested. And as yet, when you don't play high-level college basketball, when you don't play for Duke or Kentucky in the NCAAs, it's hard for us to make a judgment on it. Like, well, who is he? What is he?
Well, he has a very, very small sample. He has the smallest sample size of the top three guys, Skip. Edwards did play 1 year of college. Wiseman did play about 4 or 5 games, but we saw him all through his high school career. Well, we saw 2 years of high school, and then we saw Melo bounce here, bounce there, bounce all over the place. So he has the smallest sample size, but he's the most intriguing. I think the thing is, Skip, because he's giving you so little, and you look at his size, and you look at his ability to make plays, you're like, man, I got to have that. Just like you said yesterday with James Harden, it might be a train wreck, but you sure want to see it. Let it be a train wreck on my watch.
Okay, for box office, if I'm the T-Wolves, I don't really care about fit with D'Angelo Russell. I care about, I want people to watch, and they're going to watch him to see if he is a train wreck. Or does he have it? Does he have some intangible that Lonzo hasn't yet displayed? Well, I'm not sure. So he goes to the Pro League in Australia, and they say it's a pretty rough and tumble league where they get after you. It's a very physical league. And he averages 17, 7, and 7. Okay, is it great? Did he average 35? No, he didn't. He averaged 17.
Well, Skip, the man was 16, 17 years of age. I mean, he's only 18 now.
Well, he was 8. I think he turned 18, I think, while he was playing in the Pro League. But whatever. If you're that dude, if you got next, I would think you would tear that league apart. But he didn't tear it apart, and he shot 25% from three. He seems so far to be a better free throw shooter than his brother, because he shot 72% in Australia in just small sample size, 6 games. And his brother is getting better and better at the free throw line. He got it all the way up to 57% this year. But as we keep talking about his brother, you're not going to last long in this league as a pure point guard if you can't make your free throws. You got to make 70% of your free throws.
And you probably need to shoot a little higher percent from the three-point line and from the field. But Skip,
and by the way, Lonzo keeps getting better from three, because he's gone up from 31 to 33 to last year he shot 38% from three. Well, that'll work.
Well, he looked like he fixed that shot. It's not
I said he got it over on the right side of his face.
I think the thing is, Skip, with him is that it's going to be shot selection. Because you remember all the shots that we see now used to be bad shots. Skip, you would never see a guy pull up from the check mark. You would never see a guy pull up from the logo unless it's at the end of a possession or the end of a half, a quarter, something like that. Now guys are routinely doing this. But I think some of his shot selections, coach is going to say, son, look, I understand, but this is not the time for you to shoot that shot.
Okay, no one's ever said that to LaMelo Ball, to my knowledge.
Well, they're going to start.
Somebody's going to start, and then what? Okay, how's he going to react to that? Who the hell are you to tell me that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, hey, you're the #1 overall draft pick, or you get a little more leeway than a non-lottery pick or a pick that's a little lower. But I think the thing is, Skip, for me, I think he wants to. I think he wants to be good. I think he believes that he's better than his brother. He wants to be better than his brother, and there's still time for his brother to go. What's Lonzo? 22, 23?
Yep. And I told you the 5 games before the pandemic hit. Lonzo went on a tear and averaged 21, 8, and 8. That's the guy I saw who could as he becomes a man in the NBA, he has potential to average a triple-double. Now, the points are going to be lower. He's going to average he could maybe go 15, 10, and 10.
Yeah, but remember, that's what we talked about. See, everybody was talking about Magic, and I say, well, he's more Jason Kidd to me than Magic. But if you, how you gonna say the man, Skip, that make it seem like Jason Kidd's a bum. Jason Kidd just got the second most assists all time. Jason Kidd was he and Grant Hill tied for Rookie of the Year. He was a perennial All-Star. He was a perennial All-NBA player. So don't make it seem like Jason Kidd was a bum. Jason Kidd was legit. And if Lonzo could have the career that Jason Kidd have, it would have been a slam dunk success.
Agreed. Yep, but nobody said Jason Kidd was going to be better than Magic Johnson the first day he stepped on the floor, right?
Look, people say a lot of things. Just because it's said doesn't mean it's going to be true. I didn't see Magic. Skip, I saw Magic in college. You knew he was special in college. If you just watched his senior, if you watched his sophomore year, when he went through the NCAA, Skip, you knew he was going to be special. Because, first of all, we'd never seen a guy that size handle the ball like that. So that was the first time, and so now everybody wants to be a big point guard. Why you think they got LeBron playing point? Scottie Pippen playing the point forward. It was because of Magic. Penny Hardaway was because of Magic.
Okay, so I knew it off one game, and I was there at courtside in Salt Lake City, and it was Magic Bird in the final, and you just sat back and said, there it is.
Skip, I was like, man, Larry Bird, that was the first time I got it. But I was like, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that in the NBA.
I agree. I was skeptical of it, of him, but I wasn't skeptical of Magic.
No.
He had Gregory Kelser alongside.
Exactly. So I think the thing is, Skip, is that because there's not a slam dunk Shaq, Bron, Tim Duncan, I do believe LaMelo Ball is going to go #1 overall.
Okay, and are you going to be good with a two-hand push shot from three that might shoot 22% in the NBA?
To be honest with you, I would prefer my guy, the guy going that high, to have a better shot than that. I mean, you look at Lonzo Ball, you look at his shot from the left side of his face, and he went #2. Kid Gilchrist, he went #2, and that shot was around his head like,
okay, but he never lived up.
No, never. And they passed on Bradley Beal. But anyway, Skip, ideally, I would like for him to shoot a normal shot like most NBA players shoot. But that's not what.
So how does your father, who has the wherewithal to send you all around the country playing AAU basketball, how does he not teach each of those kids to shoot a conventional jump shot?
Because what happens, Skip, is that you're shooting the ball at such a young age for such a great distance. You got to push it like that to get it to the rim.
Okay, but when you become 14 years of age, how do you not get it fixed?
Well, Skip, you already...
Because if you are hell-bent that these kids are going to dominate the NBA, at 13 or 14, you got to teach them some sort of conventional shot.
But here's the thing, it's going in.
I guess so.
People, at the end of the day, people all they care about is the end result. Well, man, it don't look pretty, but it went in. And so people start to accept that.
Mainly, they're just outrunning the other kids at the other end and just scoring at will.
I mean, you look at the team. They got another guy that's going to be a lottery pick that was on that Chino Hills team, and two guys that's in college.
Yep, which is why when this kid was a freshman, they won the state championship, and he was contributing big clutch shots for them.
So, like I said, I believe if Edwards was 6'6", 6'7", I believe he would be the first pick in the draft. But it's going to be interesting. I like the Wiseman kids, Skip, but like I said, they don't value the big man like they once did.
Well, all the mock drafts seem to have LaMelo falling to #3 to Michael Jordan, and he definitely needs a sideshow.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, somebody might come up and get him.
Maybe.
All right, well, we got a lot there, and I'm looking forward to it. But I've got a different question for you guys to ponder on. Could it be Zeke and actually not Dak? Could the Cowboys move on from next season? We'll explain